as possible.
Yeah, we can allow that, Mr. President. How many regional offices still don't have permanent offices?
All regional offices have their own homes already, Your Honor, Mr. President.
Are you sure, Mr. President? I know one at least, nawala. CAR.
Yung car daw po kasi, Your Honor, Mr. President, is under DOTr.
Yeah, pero LTO is under DOTr, di ba? LTO Regional Office, di ba, under DOTr lahat yan?
So when it comes to CAR and Caraga, all the different agencies, no, yung po LTO,
Directly.
LTFRB,
Directly under
will
DOTr.
be directly under DOTr, Your Honor. Regional Director, which reports to the DOTr Secretary.
Yeah, so, pero yung CAR, wala silang permanent na office. They're still squatting, di ba?
Tama po. That's why they're
The
asking
reason
for
I
this
asked
budget.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, kasi yung regional office ng LTO sa CAR, meron silang lupa, no? Meron silang pwedeng pagtayuan. And I submitted a recommendation to the Chairman of the Finance Committee kung pwedeng mapondohan. Kumpleto po sila. And through you, probably with your assistance, baka pwedeng mapatayuan na sila ng, kumpleto po sila. Meron ng program of work, meron ng plano, lahat nandyan na. Hindi lang nasama sa NEP. So during the period of amendments, probably, and in fact, I already submitted among my amendments, kasama yon yung sa CAR. Para hindi naman sila naka-escort sa ibang opisina.
Well, this is very much welcome, Your Honor, Mr. President.
So you will assist me, Mr. Chairman, you will assist me. You will endorse it?
Of course, we will endorse it, Your
Thank you.
Honor.
That's all, Mr. President. Thank you. The distinguished sponsor.
Majority Leader. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, we recognize now our distinguished lady senator from Antique, Senator Lauren Legarda.
Senator Lauren Legarda is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. At the outset, allow me to manifest my support for the budget of the agency, and please be assured that my questions are merely for clarification and for information so that we can further enhance the budget of the DOTr and attached agencies. So the first is involving the transport mobility and solving the first mile and the last mile dilemma. The premise is the Philippines transport crisis stems from decades of car-centric planning that favored road widening and expressways over walkability, cycling, and integrated public transport. I wish our colleague and my seatmate, Senator Pia Cayetano, was here because I'm certain that she would agree with my statements. Metro Manila now endures some of the world's worst congestion, with travel times reaching 25.5 minutes per 10 kilometers in 2023 and daily economic losses estimated at 3.5 billion pesos, projected to rise to 5.4 billion pesos by year 2035. A key barrier is the first mile, last mile dilemma. The first mile is a trip from home to a transit hub. The last mile covers the final leg to one's destination. When these links are unsafe or unreliable, commuters avoid public transport entirely. Filipino commuters often spend excessive time and money just reaching MRT and LRT stations due to many factors: broken sidewalks, disconnected bike lanes, unreliable feeder services, fragmented land use planning. I think the good sponsor is also an author of the Urban Walkability and Safe Pathways Standards Act. It's still pending. This aims to establish safe pathways networks nationwide. And these networks shall consist of, first, bicycle lanes that are protected and accessible, pedestrian walkways that are wide, continuous, and shaded, and slow streets that prioritize non-motorized users. Now, my question is, Mr. President, what is the vision? What is the current national strategy to close the first mile and the last mile gaps in Metro Manila and in our major cities like Cebu, Davao, even Cagayan de Oro, Iloilo even? And what concrete milestones have been achieved today? May we know the status of the efforts to build active transport infrastructure such as continuous sidewalks and protected bike lanes. I hope that the acting secretary will not give me run-of-the-mill answers to my questions, because I've been asking these questions almost every year in every administration, but we do not see any improvement in our transport facilities.
Your Honor, you're correct in your observation that we have become a car-centered society for so long. Right now, there will be a shift, as you know, that the DOTr has finally, we have refocused on commuter-based, yung maging commuter, car-centered, not airborne car-centered, with the north-south commuter lines, Metro Manila Subway, and with your concern with the safe pathways and bike lanes, they plan to add additional 1,000 kilometers of bike lanes and safe pathways along our newly constructed roads, Your Honor, Mr. President.
Yes. May this representation, Mr. Sponsor, be enlightened, where in the Senate Committee report is it carried that the 1,000 kilometers will be built, and where does it begin? Where does it end? What are the LGUs that will be traversed by the 1,000 kilometers?
Your Honor, Mr. President, with the Senate intervention, the Senate Committee report, we have allotted 105,576,000 for active transport.
Yes. May we know where in the island of Luzon? Because I can't imagine, let's say, Metro Manila and the greater Metro Manila area, which would include 4A and Region 3, to have this. It would be ideal. It would be ideal. And I don't think it would cost much. It's a matter of getting the LGUs together and them allowing us to have a continuous bike lane and safe pedestrian access. May we know, where is this 1,000 kilometers? It's good news to hear. I would like to be enlightened so that people can prepare for this.
Your Honor, Mr. President, at present, with what was given to them, they said that the DOTr said that they will be able to have presence of bike lanes in about 9 regions, with what was approved. They were actually asking for about 2.4 billion to cover the whole country, but unfortunately only 105,576 to our intervention was given. At least there is something. Kung wala po yung Senate, there will be zero.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, thank you for that, Mr. Sponsor. May we know, let's say, in the National Capital Region, how will the DOTr put the bike lanes, let's say, in EDSA? Where will the bike lanes traverse in Metro Manila? Let's say from Valenzuela, where the chair of the Finance Committee is from, and that is near Malabon, where I was born, up to Pasay, where we are right now, or even Makati. May we know, where will you put the bike lanes? Will it pass through EDSA? Will it pass through the C5? Will it pass through Manila, Abad Santos, and the Old Manila? Where will it be? If it will go in 5 regions, let me just try to understand it.
According to, since it will be a challenge, kasi po yung Metro Manila's roads have been long constructed already, and it was not really designed for bike lanes. It was they only tried to squeeze in the bike lanes during the pandemic. But nonetheless, DOTr said that they will concentrate, improve the sidewalks, so that it will be a walkable city. And those newly constructed roads definitely will have bike lanes. No? So it's a challenge medyo mahirap po. It's complicated in Metro Manila because all the roads are already have been constructed na it will, it's not, but if it's wide enough, then they will try to squeeze in or put bike lanes, Your Honor.
So thank you for your answer. So the 9 regions would not include the National Capital Region?
They said that NCR is already included. That's about 473 kilometers po ito with the budget that we have allotted, Your Honor.
NCR is not included. Your Honor,
Included.
Your Honor mentioned that it will be difficult because the roads are congested, and so does it mean that it is not included? But I am told now that NCR is included. I want to understand if NCR is included in the 100 million provision of the 1,000 kilometers, where will it traverse in NCR? Can you compute the 100 million divided by 1,000? Magkano per kilometer? Tignan natin.
Your Honor, Mr. President, they are not concentrating with EDSA alone. No? There are other main roads that are wide enough, like Katipunan, Commonwealth, even Ross Boulevard, that they can have bike lanes.
Yes.
Installed. And also, meron pa akong bago. In relation, they will have an entry facility at the end of this thoroughfare so that pwede mag-shower and refresh if you go to bike to work, Your Honor.
Yes. Thank you for that, Mr. President. The fact that we are discussing it today and we will pass their budget, perhaps even enhance it or increase it, but may I know at least for 1 or 2 regions, this is specific location of are these only bike lanes or also pedestrian walkways? And if it's in Metro Manila, I want to have that vision in my mind. Because if they're not even certain if it will traverse Katipunan, not EDSA, C5, saan ba? Ross Boulevard, there should be a plan. How can we give funds to an agency which is not even certain where it will traverse in the National Capital Region? Because I am so much in favor, just like Your Honor, of having this. I'm not even a cyclist like you are, like Senator Pia Cayetano, like the others here, but we would be so excited to tell those who bike to work, which was happening partially at least during the pandemic. So may we know where in Metro Manila and how many kilometers in the NCR?
Your Honor, Mr. President, I can tell you the bike lanes here because I bike to work. No, EDSA has, but I don't think EDSA because it's
Yes.
it's polluted.
So we want to know from the agency. They said that they have 1,000 kilometers covered in 2026 GAA, which we will approve. They said that we have 100 million. But then I'm wondering, Mr. President, if they claim we will have 1,000 kilometers for 100 million budget we place, that's only 100,000 pesos per kilometer. Ang galing nila magtayo, ang baba di hama kaysa sa DPWH. Parang imposible po ito na meron pang 100,000 pesos per kilometer. Siguro isang metro lang ng kalsada ito. There's something wrong with our mathematics or science, Mr. President. So, in short, wag po tayo magpapabola kasi maganda pakinggan at advokasya talaga po natin ito for sustainable pathways. Pero wag sasabihin na 1,000 kilometers o sige, kung di ako nag-persist sa tanong ko, maniniwala ako, tinignan po natin 100 million lang bigay natin sa House Committee Report or sa Senate Committee Report. So 100,000 pesos per kilometer, mirakulo po ito.
Mr. President, Your Honor, the one I mentioned, yung 1,000, yung 982 is the existing bike lanes right now. The one that they will do with the budget that we have given them of 100 million will be good for 400 kilometers, Your Honor. Yung
Even
100
that,
by 105 million.
how much, because we would imagine this is not the creation of new roads, right? This would be innovating existing roads to have bike lanes.
That is correct, Your Honor.
So,